Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Now the 7-year veteran, Austin Ekeler. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. Right off the bat, a chunk play into enemy territory.
And I don't care how you plan for it. I don't care what you see on tape where you think you can get that type of a play. That's still a great rush and a little bit of a surprise to break off a run like that this early in the game.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. On first down, it's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Ekeler. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Herbert will give this one to Ekeler. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong.
Touchdown! Mike Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Big Sebastian Joseph Day there on the stop. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 23. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. The Chiefs at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get a second one.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Herbert. And this pass broken up. And the contact low of time there, and now 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
43!
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
15!
On first down, Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot, if that's what they want to do.
Touchdown, Chargers! Mike Williams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach it.
And that's caught inside the 30. And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They go play action. Now Mahomes. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there of 22. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Richie James from 3 yards out. And the Chiefs are back within a score. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Herbert off the bootleg. Williams brings it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Eckler now between the tackles. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's in.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Herbert now. That is caught. It's Williams. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 2nd down, Eckler, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
And now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they'll go ahead and try and throw for a touchdown.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
He's into space past the 25. And all the way in for the Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 35 yards. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Here's Herbert. Flushed out right. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. That catches number 819 of his career and ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent.
Who did things largely below the radar? Not this guy. 819 catches, that speaks loudly in volumes.
And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or 2 short. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick here is good. And it will push the lead up to 5. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Sports.
Chiefs 14.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime, Minks, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try to chip someone at the second level.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 33. 23 yards the pickup there.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Yellow.
2nd and 9. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now it's Mahomes again. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 2.
Next to score, Chiefs 41, Chargers 19.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Herbert has it knocked free. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and burrow forward like he did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center, the guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up first downs.
On first down, it's Herbert. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. And he's got this down to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 3rd and 5. Back to throw here, Herbert. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they have regained the lead. So a response there to the touchdown in the opening drive of this 3rd quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
Richie James on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10 on the give. This is Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Big stop from a guy who can bring a big hit, Nick Bolton.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Touchdown! Austin Eckler from 13 yards out. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Cameron Dicker for the extra
CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
at their own 23-yard line.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Mahomes going to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. A dump down to McKinnon. And he will have the Chiefs first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3 and he got 3 barely. But the mark shows first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Pacheco gets it up the gut, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got Dorsett complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A big play there for KC. 49 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
15. Hey, 43, 15.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Yellow.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here's Pacheco. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Second and goal from the 1. He'll try again. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Chiefs have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Mahomes will throw for it. Flush to his right. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly has told them, you don't want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's J.K. Scott now. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. On first down, Mahomes. Short throw, hauled in by Kelsey. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers to the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Herbert's throw taken in by Johnston. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. Here we go, 1st and goal. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so, but ordinary.
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Mahomes throw incomplete to Valdez-Scantling. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 2nd and 6 coming up.
2nd and 6.
Mahomes to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 19. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. A handoff now for Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Here's 2nd down. Here's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a second.
And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. This is 1st and 10. Herbert going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this to Eckler. So there's one big play followed by the timeout as we're under 10 seconds to go. And now how do you play it offensively? We'll find out. Here's 1st down. Throwing, Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. One last throw here for Herbert. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. What a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone. really couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, they're going to walk away from this one, and you know it's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So for Kansas City, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.
On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up like, ooh, I got a, yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sookie now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slip me skin, sock it to me, and they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of fraction mamas, but I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta, even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though